welcome back to the channel Law Point, and this is Anisha Babu. In today's session, we are going to discuss frequently asked questions on the topic of will. We have our advocate on record, Supreme Court of India, Ms. Prasanna Elizabeth Joseph, to clear the queries. You have stated in your session that a testator can make changes in the will. How does one go about making changes or modifying the will?
Changing your will is easy. You need to simply write a new will to replace the old one. You can make changes or additions in your will by amendment known as codicil. You can change the executor, beneficiaries, assets, liabilities, etc. by using codicil in your will. The court interprets both the codicil and the will together to understand the true intention of the maker of the will. Because of the serious nature of codicil and the power to change the entire will, two witnesses are required to sign where the codicil is added.
Thank you. So let's move on to the next question. The best case scenario is testator dies first and the beneficiary inherits the contents of the will. But what if the beneficiary dies before the testator?
Okay, we have seen that will takes effect after the death of the testator. So, if a beneficiary dies before the death of the testator, in that case, the assets due to the beneficiary will not automatically pass on to the beneficiary's legal heirs. It will automatically return to the testator. The testator now can change his will. If he is not changing his will, then interstate succession will apply. That means it will be treated as there was no will executed by the testator. It will go to the testator's legal heirs in normal rules of succession. There are exceptions to this rule, that is section 109 of Indian Succession Act states that if a person or if a testator executed a will in favor of his son and the son died before the testator's death, in that particular case, if the testator is not changing his will after his son's death, then the assets under the will can go to the son's legal heirs after testator's death. Another scenario is if the testator executed a will in favor of two beneficiaries and one of the beneficiaries died before the death of the testator. In this particular case, the remaining beneficiary can enjoy full assets in the will, provided testator before his death did not change his will.
Oh, it was really informative. Thank you so much. Moving on to the next question. Can the same person be both the beneficiary and the executor?
Yes, same person can be a beneficiary as well as an executor in a will. Section 141 of Indian Succession Act, there is no restriction for an executor of a will also being a beneficiary in that will. This arrangement is quite common in husband and wife, where wife is appointed as a primary executor in a will as well as a beneficiary of her husband's will.
It was quite informative. Thank you so much. So my next question is, what if the executor dies immediately after the death of the testator?
If there are more than one executor in the will, then it is the responsibility of the remaining executors to implement the wishes of the testator. If executor himself is the beneficiary, then the legal heirs of the beneficiary become executors.
Thank you. So my next question is, just like we have different laws for different religions with regards to marriage and property succession, similarly, are there different rules for different religions when it comes to will?
Yes, there is a difference. A Muslim can make a will only for 1/3 of his properties because the remaining 2/3 will automatically pass on to his legal heirs. If he intends to make the will for more than 1/3, then the consent of his legal heirs are essential. If such a consent is not there and he is making a will for more than 1/3 of his properties, then the will is valid only for 1/3 of his properties. With respect to other religions, there are no restrictions as such. You can will away your 100% rights to your loved ones.
It was quite informative. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So catch you soon with another legal video.